Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Town, another news partner on the lineup here, and we've got an interesting event we're going to talk to you about. We're joined by Jason Hafman with Project Home. Thanks so much for returning.
Thanks for having me again.
Love chatting with you. You've brought a guest today, Kim Haas from Charter. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, we're talking about 17th annual Hammer with a Heart. What is this, Jason?
Well, Hammer with a Heart is one of our big volunteer initiatives at Project Home. I mean, you know that we do a lot of different programs and activities. This is one where we get to work with people in the community to do some extra good by repairing homes, by doing maintenance items, and really making it a big volunteer event to accomplish that.
And I can imagine this is not just a couple of people putting on this event. There's probably several people that are making this possible. Let's chat about that a little bit.
Yeah, there's so many people involved, and to try to start naming them can be difficult, but we have some major sponsors like Charter, Spectrum, and some of the other groups that we have involved. Findor's been with us for a long time, 17 years, Wanakee Remodeling, so many other groups that really help out, including the Carpenters Union. So it's getting skilled people like that together. And then we also have other sponsors who have employees that volunteer. We get volunteers from the community, other service organizations. We put them all together, probably about 150 people on one day, working at multiple project sites, and we accomplish a lot.
That is incredible. That's a lot of sponsors and a lot of volunteers. Now, Kim, you're with Charter. Why did Charter decide to get involved? You're actually the program sponsor of this initiative. Yeah. Tell us about it.
Sure. So about 3 years ago, Charter introduced a new corporate community initiative, and our focus was on safe and healthy housing. So in starting that, we looked for nonprofit organizations in the communities where our employees live and work, and in Madison, Project Home was a great fit. So we signed on our first year, I think, with one house for Hammer with a Heart, and then the second year we did 2, and this year we'll do 2 again.
Wow, that's really incredible. Well, as always, it takes a lot of folks to step up and help out, so I'm sure they're appreciative. Let's talk a little bit about some of this year's recipients.
Yeah, it's a fun group again. I mean, it's always interesting to go out, find out about people. You know, we're talking sometimes some pretty serious situations, people that are really struggling, but it's great to see the journey once we connect with them. They understand that there's a whole bunch of people that want to assist you, that want to help you kind of get out of this situation. And we're not fixing their whole lives, but man, we're giving them a boost. And a lot of times you see that ascension. So this year we've got a number of different people, but 3 of them are actually veterans. A couple of veterans who are really struggling. One that's a double amputee that's just trying to make his house work for him, so we're going to be doing some work for his house in Madison. And then a house out in Marshall for another veteran who's been going through a pretty tough time over the last year with cancer. So,
wow,
yeah.
And what an impact you're able to make on their lives. And Kim, you with Charter, I know it means a lot to you and the volunteers. Talk a little bit about that.
So I think our employees understand the importance of pulling together to help somebody when they need a little lift. And if we can take some of the burden off of these homeowners by making some household repairs and helping to improve the safety of their home, then people like Jeff and his wife, they can focus on beating cancer and getting stronger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, no crying on Talk of the Town.
Sorry.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the goals, Jason, of this initiative, 17th annual. So obviously each year you're growing and really getting the opportunity to help a lot of people and get some great other businesses and volunteers involved. What are sort of your goals every year in doing this?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with really getting those partners involved first, and partners like Charter have been so essential to the project continuing because, like you said, 17 years. We've done repairs on 116 homes during the first 16 years, so 5 more projects this year. You know, it's a big effort every year. The goal really is to get people from the community to come together, see what we can accomplish, but then also a lot of the things we're doing are things that aren't covered under other existing programs. So we find and identify needs, and then we're able to address those needs by using volunteers and getting some additional private support. So that's how we can do some extra good in the community.
Yeah. Wow, really incredible. What a great conversation and some great things that you're doing with Project Home and you as well, Kim, with Charter. So thanks for sharing your story.
Thanks a lot, Jesse.
All right, Jason with Project Home, Kim with Charter. This is Talk of the Town, and we'll be right back.